Hey, thanks for joining us for this weekend's video update. And last week, I began to talk about in the email that I sent out your new role, what your tasks will be as you move into the teaching pastor role officially this coming Sunday, right?
Yes.
August 1st, because it will be Adam Garringer's first official Sunday with us here at MCC as our new Connections pastor. So if you missed that last week, I hope you'll go back and read what his responsibilities will be, and then the questions that we asked each other about the process. But I want to ask you about Adam this week, because you've known Adam and Courtney for a while. And so tell us about this process with him.
Yeah, so Adam and I have been friends for a really long time. It goes back to when we were in high school, and he's been in ministry. He was in Hillsboro doing a discipleship and connections role there. And so we've been talking about the fact that we were looking for a connections pastor. And it got down to the day that we were getting ready to stop receiving applications. And that morning I got a call, and it was Adam Garringer, and he called me and he said, like, hey, I'm not looking necessarily to leave where I am, but I might want to come and join you where you are. Can you tell me a little bit about the role that you guys are looking for?
Yeah, I'm laughing about that because I still remember you calling me and saying, hey, I just got a call from Adam Garringer.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we might need to process one more resume. And so that led to a process of him having to write a resume and go through this whole process with us, filling out a questionnaire that is really lengthy, but gets to the heart of why people are in ministry and their philosophy of ministry and what they believe about things. And through that whole process, it became very clear that he would be a great fit on our team. Not only because of our friendship, but that's one of those things that the team chemistry was going to be a big plus. But his heart for ministry, his heart for connecting people, his family, the way that he is with his family and his family is with the church and the church life, it became clear that he was the right person. And it's just amazing to see how God works those things together, because it wasn't me pushing for him to put in his resume to come join us on our team. We didn't go even try to pull him away from the job that he was doing. It was just this feeling that he had also, as he's told me, that maybe we should be back there, because they'd been here before. Courtney worked here before, and they wanted to come to what felt like home. And it was an amazing thing to be a part of.
And honestly, that's when I talk to them, I talk about bringing them back home.
Yeah.
Because that is there's a sense of that.
Yeah.
And so it's good to have someone who not only has experience in what we're looking for, but has experience specifically with us. And so they get MCC, and quite frankly, they love you. They love the folks here at MCC. And so, man, that is so good. And we're so looking forward to having them here. And again, that's this weekend, so I hope you'll be here. And I wrote about this in my email, but I'll tell you as well. You're meeting a couple of people. He's meeting hundreds of people. You may need to give him your name more than once, even though he was here before. But be kind and gentle with them as they come in. So, but it's going to be great. Hey, this weekend, by the way, you're going to be speaking in the Trueish series again. And so what are you going to be talking about this week?
This week I get to talk about a verse that gets taken slightly out of context kind of a lot, and it's Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you.
Yeah, you see that on coffee cups, you see it on t-shirts, see it, the image in lots of places.
Yes, and so we get to dive into the specific context that verse appears and understand what God is actually saying there and what it means to be for God to prosper you, and how we can kind of take these promises meant for a nation of Israel and hope that they mean something for us, devoid of the context where he's actually saying that to a nation. And so it should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great. By the way, that's what I've loved about this series, and the idea of this series is making sure that when we look at a passage of scripture, specifically, typically it's a verse, that we take those words, we lift them totally out of context, and then they can mean something that is kind of true, but not quite as true as if you understand. So it's Trueish, and so.
Oh, and there's depth to it also.
Right.
That so much of Scripture, you can understand it at a superficial level, and then there's more to be uncovered there.
Yeah.
And there's more to dive into, and both things are good. You don't have to dig into the depth of all of the context to get something out of spending time in Scripture, but you can get something out of it.
Yeah.
And you should continue that journey of understanding.
Yeah. That is part of what I love about our faith. It's a never-ending, always growing journey. So looking forward to that. And listen, whether you're with us online or on campus this weekend, we'll see you.